Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video, I'm going to talk about Stargate. Now, I recently just got into the whole Stargate universe. I watched the movie, slowly making my way through the Stargate SG1 series, and I got into the whole Stargate universe because I remember hearing Dreaming Tabitha talk highly about it. Which I will put the link to her channel in the description of this video as an honorable mention. Yeah, she talked highly about it a few times, so I wanted to give the movie and at least one of the shows a chance. There's like 4 or 5 shows apparently, and one of them is animated. So I want to give Stargate a shot, so I can see why people like Dreaming Tabitha had praised Stargate so high. And I watched the movie. Was a very good movie. I enjoyed the movie. Then I started to watch the show, and I'm on the 3rd season by the time I'm recording this video. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. My favorite episode has to be the episode where Teal'c is on trial. That has to be my favorite episode. And that's because, like, Teal'c is, like, it's on trial. He's prepared to answer for his crimes, and Jack O'Neill wants to do everything he can to save him. But Teal'c says no, don't do that. And by the end of the episode, the people who put him on trial essentially forgives Teal'c. And between that episode and the episode where Teal'c's family is involved, I'm so enjoying. Like, those are my, like, favorite episodes. So it so happens to be all my favorite episodes so far is the ones that has to involve Teal'c. Conveniently. Anywho, this article I'm reading is going to deep dive why Michael Shanks left Stargate SG1 only to return 1 year later. So let's read. Michael Shanks left Stargate SG1 in Season 5 only to return to the series as a series regular from Season 7. Stargate SG1 ran for 10 seasons, launched in 1997 to popular and critical acclaim. I was 1 then when it came out. Surprisingly, although the concepts were the same, only Michael Shanks' Daniel Jackson remained as a link between the film and the TV show. He remained a series regular until Season 5, when Daniel Jackson was brutally killed off, yet the reasons for his return haven't always been clear. Daniel Jackson was exposed to a lethal... And this will be spoilers if you guys haven't seen the show. This will be spoilers for me because I have not finished the series yet. So this will be spoilers for me. I probably will forget it. Hopefully I will. Just so I can be surprised when I see it. Anyways, Daniel Jackson was exposed to a lethal amount of radiation in the episode Meridian. There was no way to save his life, but fortunately the ascended being of Oma Deshala appeared to him at the moment of his death, helping him join her on the higher plane of existence. It was a fitting end to Daniel Jackson's story, but he was the only Stargate SG1 character who had recently focused on the mystical aspect of the franchise. Rumors immediately swirled of behind-the-scenes conflict. Shanks had given different accounts for his departure over the years, but these rumors were clearly exaggerated. Speaking at San Diego Comic-Con 2004, Shanks simply explained that he needed to take a break from the show And in an interview with Stargate Solutions, he admitted Daniel Jackson's arc wasn't quite working in his view. He said, "I began to think the show would just that had began to think the show would work just as well without me, and then when I felt that I had to go, and that's when I felt I had to go." Shanks was surprised at the reaction of his departure, apparently underestimating Daniel Jackson's popularity. "I knew that there was some sort of reaction," he noted in the same interview, "but I didn't realize how passionate it would be. The character was very passionate, so maybe he would attract people who shared the trait. This enduring popularity goes some way towards explaining why Shanks made a comeback." How Michael Shanks Daniel Jackson returned Stargate SG1. Shanks rejoined Stargate stars rejoined stars Richard Dean Anderson, Amanda Tapping, and Christopher Justice in several season 6 episodes before returning as the main character of the cast from season 7, I guess till season 10. This was achieved by weaving a fascinating story around Daniel Jackson as he proved unable to comply with the laws of ascending by abandoning his old friends. He was ultimately banished back to the mortal plane, where it didn't take long for him to cross paths with SG1 again. The speed of Shanks' return certainly argues against the idea that he is a hostile parting with the writers, although it was worth noting that have been hints he negotiated a pay raise when he came back. As Stargate SG1 was cancelled after season 10, but Shanks continued to reprise the role of Daniel Jackson spin-offs, Stargate Atlantis and Stargate Universe. And I checked real quick what the animated show was called, and it's called Stargate Infinity. So yeah, that's the cartoon show that's the cartoon Stargate shows, Stargate Infinity. So yeah, and I'm checking now how many seasons there is, and there seems to be only 26 episodes, so somewhat of a fast watch. Anywho, getting back to the article, shall we? Stargate SG1 was canceled after 10 seasons, but Shanks continued to reprise the role as Daniel Jackson in spin-off Stargate Atlantis and Stargate Universe. And I know I just read that, but I just wanted to read that again. Sorry, notifications. By this point, his character had been subjected to a number of other near-death and fake death plots, so much so that they became a recurring joke in the universe. Daniel would die to see this again, one Stargate agent quipped as they examined an archaeological dig again. Stargate SG1 beloved character had left an enduring mark on the franchise. So yeah. Seems like I really did enjoy Daniel Jackson. Nice to know that now he's one character that I know won't die. Unless they have him die in season in one of the other Stargate shows. But nice to know that he won't die. But yeah, Daniel Jackson was originally played by David Spacey, James Spader. Whoever played Ultron in the Avengers Age of Ultron movie, that's who played Daniel Jackson in the movie. And I thought his portrayal was good. And I've heard that back in around that era, the reason why the actors who played the characters in the movies that returned into the future Stargate shows didn't return into the future Stargate shows is because at this time, as my cat tries to get comfortable over here, at this time, it was absurd, it was an absurd, it was a bogus idea to have a movie store and a TV store Like movie stars to be in TV, and vice versa. There were movie stars, and then there were TV stars, and then I guess later on they just said fuck this because like there's Agent of Shield, who has Phil, that guy who played Phil Coulson in the MCU movies, come back to play Phil Coulson in that. There's She-Hulk, which that shows, who Mark Ruffalo played the Hulk in most of the MCU movies. Who probably just throws Hulk in the MCU in She-Hulk. So like, I know I said two like Marvel based properties, but you guys get what I mean. But yeah, I'm a fan of Stargate. Wonderful show. Stargate SG1 is on Netflix. If you guys are interested in a really good show, I highly suggest watching that. I'm like I said, I'm on my third season. Highly recommended for me. I can see why people who are into it are into it. Stargate SG1, in a short time that I've been watching it, has been a treat to see. If I do say so myself, and I do. So, with that said, what do you guys think about our Stargate SG1? And what do you guys think about this article? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll catch you guys later. Later, taters.